Hello, my beautiful beauties and my wonderful lovelies. A pleasant morning to everyone. So I'm reading First Chronicles and I'm at chapter 28. One more chapter to conclude that entire book of First Chronicles. And there's something interesting that just hit me while reading it, I should say. And in reading it, there's a section that said God had chosen Solomon to build his temple because David wanted to do it, but God forbid him to do it. And one of the explanations given was that David had slaughtered many, and maybe with that blood, so to speak, on his shoulder, in a sense, he probably was not the right individual. As much as King David was considered a man after God's own heart, he would not have been the most suitable person to build the temple, and he chose Solomon. Now, one of the interesting facts is that Solomon's mother was Bathsheba. And I'm sure you remember the story of David and Bathsheba. David basically took Bathsheba from her husband Uriah, got him killed. So both individuals committed, adultery, so to speak, because David had many wives and he had other children. And it is such an interesting fact to know that God, unlike us, he does not hold grudges. God does not hold grudges any at all. He said, I'm choosing Solomon, my son. That is how God described Solomon, Bathsheba's son. Cheater Bathsheba, adulterous Bathsheba. He could have chosen from one of the other wives that David had, even the concubines. But he chose Bathsheba. It only goes to show and to prove his, I don't want to only just say hypothesis, because it's not just a hypothesis, but a fact, a truth about him, his character, that his ways and his thoughts are above ours. He doesn't view people, he doesn't think about people the way we do. Even people that we write off, God does not. Look at Saul. Saul was more than a person. Saul was a murderer. He was a consummate narcissist. Even though, I hear a lot of preachers talk about, Paul thought he was doing something. Paul knew he was doing wrong. From the mere fact you set up somebody to get killed, and they did not do anything unlawful or unethical, even if it was against his religion, and God took him, transformed him, and used him for the glory of God. So just to let you know, God does not hold grudges. Not like us, where we hold grudges. Not God. Because he used Solomon, Bathsheba the adulterer, or the adulteress son. Follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel.